Hundreds of local teens and young adults are braving the elements this weekend. They're trying to make a difference. It is the 16th annual Sleep Out Saturday, and this raises money for homeless families living in DuPage County.
And here this morning to talk more about this event is Bridge Communities Development Director Amy Van Polen and Marketta Rice. Thanks for joining us this morning. Amy, we're going to start with you. I was surprised to hear that 40% of America's homeless are made up of families. Explain exactly what does that mean?
Well, the vast majority of persons that are homeless are families with children. We don't often think of that because they're not as public as what we may see single adults, single men or women adults. If you think about it, you will do everything you possibly can to keep your children out of a shelter system or out of the streets. And so what we find is our families are doubling and tripling up and living in situations that just really are not sustainable for the long term.
Not sustainable, and then also not safe. You know, you're moving in with families you don't necessarily know because of out of necessity, but then you're probably moving in with somebody that you don't know what their past history is criminally either. I mean, it can be kind of dangerous for people. I want to ask you, first of all, what is a sleep out? What does that mean? What are you going to do?
Yeah, so Sleep Out Saturday is an event that thousands of people throughout DuPage County will be sleeping out overnight. They'll be sleeping in their cars, they'll be sleeping in tents and boxes, trying to experience a little bit about poverty and homelessness. We know that it's only one night, but during that night, we will have lots of activities that these groups and families will be doing to learn about what does poverty look like, what does homelessness look like for a family, so that the next day and moving forward, hopefully they can get involved and change their community.
And Marketta, that's why you're here. You're actually a successful graduate of the Bridge Communities program. How did you come to be homeless? And tell us how it made a difference for you.
Well, I was in an abusive relationship, and when me and him separated, I had to go stay at my mom's house. Sometimes I would have to go stay at other people's houses, and I ended up finding myself homeless, and I applied for Bridge Communities in February 2014, and they got me a place to stay May 14th. 2014.
And what difference did that make in your life? How has it affected you today?
It improved my credit, it improved my relationship with my children, my relationship with God. It just really changed my life.
You know, I think I have to imagine that people who are going through something like that, there is such a feeling of despair. And then you think you're never going to get out of it. And then you have these people that come forward and they turn around and they help you. How does that make you feel to know that there are people like your friend here that are helping you, Amy?
Well, the people in Bridge Communities, they still are a part of my life today, but they helped me and they told me that I could stay there until I get a home. Once I got a home, they still were there. I wasn't able to cry
so they
anymore.
just leave you. Yeah.
They never left me.
Oh, that's wonderful. And anybody, if you're interested, if you'd like to register or make a donation to Sleep Out Saturday, you can visit sleepoutsaturday.org. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you coming in.
My pleasure.
Thank you.